From Anime Revolution in Vancouver, British Columbia, this is Jeopardy! Now in stage are today's contestants. A teacher from Lima, Peru, Denise Blaustein. An actor from Coquitlam, British Columbia, Alex Da Silva. And a call center worker from Nanaimo, British Columbia, Richard Beaubien. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, or at least the one you're going to get for the next hour, Grego. Hi there, how you doing? Welcome to Jeopardy. This is the quiet theme song, thank you. This is the first game that I have for you today here at AniRevo, my first convention in Canada. And we've got three folks over here who are getting ready to play the game. Folks, are you ready for Jeopardy?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. All right, Richard, Alex, and Denise, we know how this works. Let's set the board in motion. And as you know, being Jeopardy, there's one daily double. And you can find it in one of these 6 subjects. We have Canada and anime, Monster Girls,
Oh my god.
angry video game nerds.
Oh my god.
Notice it's nerds, it's not about the angry video game nerd, just many angry video game nerds. Punctuation.
Oh yeah.
That got more applause than anything. Let's gun it. Note the quotes on that one. Every correct response has G-U-N. And finally, I like turtles.
Yeah.
All right, now, Richard, you were the one who won the toss before the show, which means you get the very first pick of the board. Where would you like to begin?
Let's go with Canada and anime for 200.
Canada and anime for 200. The answer is Ocean Productions, based in this city, produced the dubs of many notable anime such as Death Note and Inuyasha. Richard.
Vancouver, British Columbia. What is Vancouver, British Columbia?
That is correct. Yep. Might as well start familiar to home. I'll remind you to phrase it in the form of a question in Jeopardy and Double Jeopardy. I won't say a thing, so keep in mind. Richard, you still got it. Please select.
Let's gun it for 100.
Let's gun it for 100. The answer is nickname of Misaka Mikoto and title character of the follow-up to a certain magical index. Alex.
What is Gunrail?
Nope. Richard or Denise?
What is
Richard or Denise? There you go, Denise.
what is railgun?
What is railgun? Yeah, railgun. That's what we were after. Denise, you have the board. Please select.
I'm gonna go with punctuation for 100.
Punctuation for 100. The teacher wants that one, and the answer is the 2011 zombie comedy, licensed by Funimation, needs this at the end of its title. Denise.
Exclamation mark?
No. Richard or Alex? Richard.
What is a question mark?
Question mark, yes. Is this a zombie? Is the name of the show. All right, and I'm hearing things from the audience. Richard, you have the board.
Monster Girls for 300.
Monster Girls for 300. The answer is, from currently airing Actually I Am, Kuramine finds out that the girl he loves is in actuality one of these creatures. Alex.
What is a zombie?
Nope. Richard or Denise? Richard.
What is a vampire?
Vampire is the right answer. There you go. I'm enjoying the show. The art's a little bit of a throwback, but it's a good show. Richard, where to?
I like turtles for 200.
I do too. The answer is, perhaps due to the turtle shell he wears on his back, this Dragon Ball pervert is known as the Turtle Hermit. Richard.
Who is Master Roshi?
That is correct. Where to?
Angry video game nerds for 300.
Angry video game nerds for 300. The answer is, Hasbro made fans of this cartoon series angry when developers of a fighting game featuring its characters was given a cease and desist order. Richard.
What is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
That is correct. It happened right when it was was picked as one of the games for the Evo fighting tournament that year. So that's what drew the cease and desist order. Richard, you've got it. Where to?
Let's gun it for 400.
Let's gun it for 400. The answer is, this series features a military organization disguised as a charitable institution known as the Social Welfare Agency. Alex.
What is Gunslinger Girl?
That's correct. You're back to 0. Well done.
Yeah, we're tied.
Not in red. Not in red.
Where are you going?
Canadian anime for 100.
Canada anime for 100. The answer is, depictions of Canada in this anime often include his pet bear, Kumajiro, whose name he can never remember. Denise.
Access Power Hetalia.
In the form of a question.
Oh, what is Access Power?
There you go. Well done. And
I'm
now,
really excited.
are you a Hetalia fan?
Used to be.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I know that one for once.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go with Angry Video Games Nerds for 200.
Angry Video Games Nerds for
Also, a little
200.
extra S's in that.
That's okay. I messed it up too. The answer is, in April 2011, the hacking of this online service affected and enraged over 45 million gamers. Denise.
Sony PlayStation. What is Sony PlayStation?
We'll take that. Yeah, the PlayStation's online service. Sure. PSN or PlayStation. That's good. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go with Let's Gun It for 300.
Let's gun it for 300. Is that 300?
Yeah.
All right, for 3, the answer is Attack on Titan character voiced by Brett Weaver in the English dub. Spoiler alert, he dies. Denise.
Who is Marco?
No. Remember the clue, Alex?
I don't really.
What is Aaron?
No. Remember the clue, guys. Richard, do you know it? If not, don't push your button. You're going to lose money too. What do you got, Richard?
Who is Gunholt?
No. All of you are wrong. So no one gains or loses money on that, and that means I go to the audience. Who knows that in the audience? Raise your hands if you got it. Okay, I don't see anyone from the tryout, but I do see your hand raised.
Okay, what is Gunther?
Gunther, yeah, that's the Gunther Schultz. So spoiler alert. Yeah, remember, let's gun it, so it's going to have a gun. I tell you what we're going to do while we are getting the rules of Jeopardy together. Why don't we take a commercial break? We'll be back with more Jeopardy right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Jeopardy. We're here at Anime Revolution. Are we having a good time, folks? I just asked them that before the commercial break, so it's redundancy, but that's okay. Let's get to know our players, shall we? So, Denise, you are a school teacher.
Yes.
Who do you? What grade level do you teach?
Well, I focus on elementary because I really like little kids, but because I speak Spanish, they only offer me like high school jobs. So, turns out they're a lot like little kids, just more obnoxious. Sorry to any high schoolers here.
Yeah, I was going to say we probably have a few of them in the audience right now.
Hopefully, you will see me this September.
You had it come.
What do you like to get up to in your spare time?
Me, I like. I was gonna make up some stuff, but I'm in an anime convention. I like reading fan fiction on my free time.
Okay. See, you're not the only one.
Thank you. That was a lot of girl screams. Thank you.
In second place right now. We'll see how it goes. Now, Alex, I finally just stopped asking you questions during the tryout. You showed up late, you answered everything right, and then you said, okay, you're on, get out of here so we can get more people.
Not that it wasn't that I just answered stuff right. I didn't even hear half the questions half the time.
And that's why you've been buzzing in too soon now as we go into this, because I notice, I hear someone hitting a button while I'm still reading, and I'm just like, well, they're locked out.
I need to get used to that.
That's
By round 2,
By all means, don't keep doing that.
Now, Alex, you also have a little bit of posterity when it comes to doing Jeopardy at conventions. You used to run this one.
Yeah.
The Jeopardy there. So,
Yeah.
how many of you went to his Jeopardy back in the day? Earlier. Yay! There you go. There's one. There's one. There's one. And so, you being in third place right now, the master has become the student now.
You should know from experience, this is a long game. I have time to come back.
You do, especially we haven't even seen the Daily Double yet here in the Jeopardy round. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Richard, you're doing quite well for yourself so far. So we won't talk about your call center work. I used to do it and I hated it too. So
It pays.
yeah, there you go.
Paid for this weekend.
There you are. We'll talk about what you like to get up to in your spare time.
Mixture of bike riding, watching anime, and playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Now, you got to tell me if you do all that at the same time, because that would be amazing.
No.
Well, slightly disappointed there. But you're currently in first place. But Denise gave me the last correct response, which means you have control of the board.
0 points.
Where should we go?
Let's do Canada and anime for 300.
Canada and anime for 300. The answer is the largest anime convention in this province is Anime North. The largest fandom convention in the country is here too. Richard.
What is Ontario?
That's right, yes. Toronto for both of those, and that is correct. Where to, sir?
Monster Girls for 400.
Monster Girls, 400. Answer. All right, you currently have 1,100, and that's also your lead over Denise. How much do you want to risk?
300.
300. All right, 300 we can do in the category of Monster Girls. Here's your clue. In 2012's Sankaria Undying Love, high school student Chihiro dates Rhea, who is one of these.
What is a zombie?
That's what she is. Yes, well done for 300. Yeah, there you are. All right, so good job. And again, I'm hearing things from the audience. He didn't, but I did. So don't shout out answers. I'll take all these seatbelts home. All right, so Richard, you still have it. Where are you going?
Punctuation for 300.
Punctuation 300. The answer is Orange Range's song that was used as the first opening for Bleach is named for this punctuation mark. Denise.
What is asterisk?
Asterisk is the one we're after. Yeah, well done. And it has an asterisk in it. It's asterisk like tilde asterisk, I think is what it is. So.
It's like a little star.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go with punctuation for 500.
For 500.
The accent acts up sometimes.
All right. Here's the clue. In order to properly spell the name of the manga series featuring a 5-year-old named Yotsuba, you need these 2 punctuation marks at the end. Richard.
An exclamation. What is an exclamation mark and the and symbol?
I'll take that. Yeah, ampersand is what we call it, but it is the and symbol. You need both of those in reverse order at the end of the title. You are correct for 500 yen. You now have a commanding lead, but there's still half the round to go. Where to, sir?
I like turtles for 400, please.
All right. The answer is this classic harem series features Tama-chan, a multi-talented flying one. Alex.
What is love you now?
That's the one. Yep, good job. And now you're out of the minus situation.
I'll be back there!
The board is yours. Where to, sir?
I don't like seeing so many ones. I like turtles for 100.
I like turtles for 100. The answer is its Mega Evolution sports a 3rd turret, a huge one emerging from the top of its shell. Denise.
What is Squirtle?
No.
Oh, what is... Oh, yeah, we're looking for the...
Richard or Alex? Alex.
What is Blastoise?
Yeah, there's no Mega Squirtle, but there is a Mega
Hey,
Blastoise.
but to be fair...
To be fair, you got the line right, but you can't evolve a Squirtle into a Mega. You can evolve a Blastoise into a Mega. There you go. All right, you're tied with Denise now, and you have the board, Alex. Where to?
Annoying video game nerds 100.
Annoying.
Angry.
Angry!
I think we've learned something about Alex here. For what amount was it?
100.
For 100.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention.
The answer is, if you were one of the 7 million folks who purchased the Atari 2600 port of this classic arcade game, you probably got angry. Alex.
What is E.T.?
Nope. Richard or Denise? Richard.
What is Pac-Man?
That's the port. Yeah, there you go. That is correct. And now you have the board, Richard. Where to?
Let's gun it for 500.
Let's gun it for 500. The answer is shop owned by bounty hunters Raleigh Vincent and Minnie Mae Hopkins. Alex.
What is Gunsmith Cats?
That's the name of the shop. That's the name of the show. And you got your money right back, and you have the board. Where to?
Monster Girls for 100.
Monster. You almost sounded ashamed of picking that. Monster Girls for 1. The answer is after being rescued from drowning by one of these, Nakasumi finds himself married to her and her Yakuza family. Alex.
What is Mermaid?
Yep, My Bride is a Mermaid. That's a very fun show. If you enjoyed Urusei Yatsura from back in the day, this is...
I've literally heard of none of these shows.
Well, now you know what shows to watch.
Netflix.
Where to, Alex?
I like Turtles for 300.
The answer is... Last name of siblings Larry, Morton, Wendy O, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy, and Ludwig von. Alex.
What is Koopa?
That's their name, right. Well done, the Koopalings. Where to?
Turtles for 500.
The answer is, in this video game series, Tortimer is the mayor of the town the player moves into. By New Leaf, he's retired. Denise.
What is Animal Crossing?
You are right, and well done for 500, yeah.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
I'm not gonna go with Monster Girls, I'm a teacher. I'm gonna go with punctuation for 400.
Punctuation, 400. The answer is, characters asking a question or even trying to make conversation with Squall in Final Fantasy VIII often get this as a reply. Richard.
What is an ellipse? Ellipsis?
That's the word, yeah, ellipsis.
I was gonna say ...
Yeah. No, I needed the name and Richard got it. Ellipsis is correct. Where to?
Angry Video Game Nerds for 500.
For 500, the answer is, fans were recently enraged by the sudden delay of this platformer from Mega Man designer Keiji Inafune. Alex.
What is Mighty Number 9?
That's right. I was slightly enraged. I wasn't part of the Kickstarter. I'll wait until it comes out and enjoy the heck out of it. Where to, Alex?
Let's just get out of the way. Pronunciation at 200. I'm not a teacher!
Punctuation for 2, finishing up the last one with this answer. The anime series based on 5PB and Nitro Plus visual novels typically have this punctuation mark in the middle of their titles. Denise.
Periods. Oh, what are periods?
Nope. Richard.
What is a hyphen?
Nope. Alex, you know?
No.
All right, so I see hands up, and I see hands up from the tryout, and I'm going to start with you. What do we got? Semicolon is right. Seatbelt!
Seatbelt! Seatbelt! Seatbelt! Seatbelt! Seatbelt! Seatbelt!
You get a seatbelt, you'll come during the next commercial break and take which one you like. So well done.
Yeah, throwing that might be dangerous.
Yeah, so semicolon, so that's Chaos Head and Steins Gate and...
Oh, okay, I was thinking of something completely different. Thinking Metro Chiral.
And Robotics Coach is the other one. All with a semicolon. Alex, you still have control.
Let's gun it for 200.
Let's gun it, finishing that one up. The answer is, Japanese title of the anime released here as Sergeant Frog.
What is Keroro? Oh, Keroro.
Richard?
What is Keroro Gunso?
That's the
I don't
one,
know how
yeah.
to say
Got
it.
the
Yeah, Gunso was the part I was on
yeah.
with. That's Japanese.
The G-U-N on that one, so there we are. Okay, Richard, you have the board. Please
Canada
select.
and anime for 500.
This 2000s comedy anime featuring juvenile delinquents, a gorilla, and a robot was named after a famous Montreal Expos player. Alex.
What is Cromartie High?
Yep, that's it, Cromartie High School. Yep, named after Warren Cromartie, the former Montreal
No
Expos
idea.
player. But yeah, that's how many of you knew that from the Expos part? Nobody. All right.
We're geeks. I like baseball, but not as much as you.
All right, where to, Alex?
Canada and anime for 4.
All right, finishing that one up. The answer is, there it is. Canadian-born Anna Paquin provided the voice of main character Princess Cheetah in the Disney dub of this Ghibli film. Richard.
What is Nausicaa Valley of the Wind?
No. Alex or Denise?
No, that makes me happy.
All right, who's got it in the audience who was at the tryout first of all? I see your hand up. What do you got? Castle in the Sky is the right answer. Yes, so for you, seatbelt during the next commercial break. Well done. 3 clues left. Alex, where to?
Monster Girls for... You know what, for Richard? 500.
All right. The answer is, one of the most famous monster girls is Lum, the green-haired alien designed after these classic Japanese monsters. Denise.
What is an Oni?
Oni is the right answer for 500. Well done.
I knew that one.
You are. You're only 1,100 off. This is a very close game.
Third place.
Which one you want to finish off?
I'm gonna go with finishing off Angry Video Game Nerds.
All right, let's do that with this one. An online petition from more than 75,000 angry gamers resulted from EA's initial decision to require this 2013 strategy game to be online constantly. Richard.
What is SimCity?
That was the one that made a lot of people angry, myself included. One clue left. It's in everyone's favorite category, at least Richard's. Monster Girls for 200. The answer is... These female winged beasts appear frequently in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Alex.
What is Harpy?
Harpy is the right answer, and that takes us out of the Jeopardy round, and we
Antonio,
got
come
ourselves
back.
a close game. Good. Now, with those win totals, let me talk about the prizes that our contestants are playing for in this game. Whoever finishes in first place in this game gets to keep all the money that they win. We take that yen and we convert it into dollars, and they can spend it. I have a stash of prizes up here in the front row. They can spend it on whatever they like from there, or they can choose to spend it towards what the second and third place winners will be getting. Third place today is going to receive a 3-month subscription to the Crunchyroll online player, in order to, you can catch up on all these anime that you have never heard of before.
Apparently.
So, and second place will earn a 6-month subscription to the Crunchyroll online player to watch all the anime, all the drama, read all the manga online, crunchyroll.com. We'll be back with Double Jeopardy right after this. Stay tuned. We are back. It's time for Double Jeopardy. Let's see what we're playing with in this round. All right, remember there are now 2 daily doubles, and they can be found in one of these 6 subjects. How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you...
Oh, what's this?
Sucks to be him. Yes, that's actually their name. I'm super. Thanks for asking. With super being in quotes, so again, every correct response will have super. We move on to, hey, that cosplay's not anime. And finally, we have Anirevo. Now, this category, you see the letters, the 7 letters in Anirevo? Every correct response will use some of those letters in it. So they might not be in the same order, but the only correct responses will be ones that have those letters in them somewhere. So might use 3, 4, 5 letters in Anirevo. So there we go. Denise, you are in third place, which means you get to start off Double Jeopardy. Where would you like to go?
Sweet. I'm actually go with Sucks to Be Him for 200.
Sucks to be him for 200. The answer is, training with his father in China, he winds up with a gender-bending curse. Sucks to be him. Denise.
Who is Ranma?
That's right. Yes, well done. Yes, sucks to be him. He's got all of these fiancés now. Oh my. All right, where to?
How about we go with I'm Super. Thanks for asking for 200.
All right.
I'm gonna take all the low points ones.
The answer is, Nintendo likely saved the home video game industry in North America with the 1987 release of this platformer. Alex.
What is Super Mario Bros?
That's the super we're after. Good job. Tied for first now. Where to?
I'm Super. Thanks for asking for 400.
For 400. The answer is, the advanced transformation assumed by extraordinarily powerful members of a certain Dragon Ball race of aliens. Denise.
What is Super Saiyan?
That is right. So done.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? I should have sung that. 200.
There's still 4 more opportunities to do that.
Oh, I will.
The answer is, Maria Ushiromiya is the annoying, tiny crown-wearing 9-year-old in Umineko no Nakukoroni, literally when these birds cry. Denise.
What are cicadas?
No. Richard or Alex? All right, I see hands up. I need someone who was at the tryout. Is anyone who was in the tryout waving your hand at me angrily? No? We'll go. Oh, yeah, there you are. What do you got?
What are seagulls?
Seagulls, yeah. We're very familiar with them here in Vancouver. Umineko is seagulls.
Oh.
It's the second one, yeah. Seatbelt for you, sir. Good job. Denise, you still have the board, though.
Oh, sweet.
Please select.
Yes, that's actually their name for 200.
All right, the answer is the three title characters of this raunchy Gynax comedy are all named after underwear. Alex.
What is panty, stocking, and garter belt? What is painting and stocking with garter belt?
No, can't take that. Richard, Denise?
Who is panty and stocking with garter belt?
That's the title, yeah. We're asking for the title.
Thank you, I had no idea.
You almost got there.
Oh, I told him, I've only been Canadian for 10 years. Everything else is just angry Latino.
Where to, Denise?
Let's go with how do you solve a problem like Maria for 400.
Good job.
Okay, I feel better now.
I'm glad. It's such a nice song.
The answer is, the only one who understands the relationship between Nagi and this combat butler is Nagi's household maid, Maria. Richard.
Who is Hayate?
Hayate, the combat butler. Well done. And now you have the board, sir. Please select.
Anime Rebel for 400.
All right, remember, all the correct responses will have some of those letters as the only letters in it. So here we go. You'll figure it out. The answer is 3 letters, 2005 anime series based on a key visual novel. Alex.
What is air?
The A, the I, and the R make air. There you go. Please select.
Annie Revo for 600.
For 600, the answer is 4 letters. In Final Fantasy VII, he's a prominent member of the Turks. I know someone in the audience is going to have that. Yes, sir, you were at the tryout. Reno, R-E-N-O from Ani Revo. There you are. Seatbelt for you, sir.
Woo! Is he the redheaded one?
Alex, you still have the board.
Annie Revo for 2.
For 200, the answer is 4 letters. Her frequent exclamations of, hey, listen, look, might likely drive Link insane.
Oh my God.
Alex.
What is Navi?
Navi, N-A-V-I are the letters that work for that one, yes. And again, we have a tie for
Woo! Third place!
Where to, Alex?
Even though I'm doing good, I don't like it. Annie Revo for 800.
For 800. The answer is 4 letters. Spoiler alert, he eventually becomes one of the investigators on the Kira case. Denise.
Who is N?
No. Richard or Alex? Richard.
Who is Light?
No. Alex, want to take a shot at it? Remember the category. Now we'll go to the tryout. Yes, what do you got? Near. N-E-A-R. There you go. Seatbelt for you.
That's who I meant. Dang it.
All right, Alex. You want to wrap it up? We're going somewhere else, Alex.
Finish Annie Revo.
All right, let's get it out of here. The answer is 4 letters, 2001 anime series about female assassins that showed victims losing ridiculously impossible amounts of blood. Anyone in the audience got this one? What do you got?
Gunslinger Girl?
No, remember the clue. There are going to be letters in there, 4 letters. No, in the back row there? Noir. Yeah, N-O-I-R. Those are the ones. Yeah. There's one scene where they go in and there's like 2 inches of blood in the body doesn't have that much blood in it. So. All right, Alex, you still have control, and we're done with the Unhero categories.
Woo!
No more letter painting.
No more spelling.
Where are we
That
going?
was good for you.
Well, since she said no more spelling, let's go to the other one with spelling. I'm super. Thanks for asking. 600.
All right, answer. Daily double. 2,800. You lead Richard by 800. The category is I'm super. Thanks for asking. How much would you like to wager?
I'll do 700.
700. All right. Commanding lead if you're right. In the category I'm super. Thanks for asking. Here's your clue. In 2011, Madhouse produced an anime based on this popular horror television series.
What is supernatural?
That's the super we're after for 700 yen. Well done, you're ahead by 15.
Finale season, and I'm sad.
I stopped at like 8. What's there even they're left to do? They fought devils and they ended the apocalypse. What is there even left to do?
Fight angels.
Yeah.
If you would, I guess.
All right, Alex, where to?
What's that long tail that no one's touched it? I can't really see it.
It's, hey, that cosplay is not anime.
Let's do that for 200.
All right. The answer is, it's difficult to go more than a few steps at a convention without seeing someone cosplaying as this Marvel anti-hero. Denise.
Who is Deadpool?
Of course, who is If you don't know that by now, you are not getting out very much. Where to, Denise?
I'm gonna go with Sucks to Be Him for 600.
Sucks to be him, 600. The answer is, not only does he get dumped by Bulma, by the end of Dragon Ball Z, he's so outclassed, he's retired from fighting. Sucks to be him. Denise.
Who is that loser, Yamcha?
That's right. Yes.
God, I hate Yamcha.
You still have the board.
Hey, I'm in the thousands again, that's nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Sucks to Be Him for 800. It's
For
pretty well.
For 800, the answer is, Larry Butts, childhood friend of this video game attorney, keeps finding himself involved in murder cases. Sucks to be him. Denise.
Who is Phoenix Wright?
That's good, and now you're in second place.
Yay!
Where to?
Thank you, that was a nice clap. Let's go with Sucks to Be Him for 1,000.
For 1,000. The answer is, it only takes one episode for Ko, main character of this baseball manga and anime, to lose his childhood friend. Sucks to be him. Who's got this in the audience that was at the... Yeah, you were at the tryout. It's not Ace of Diamond, no. Who else was at the tryout that wants to take a shot at it? No one, so I'll go to you. What is Cross Game? Yeah, Cross Game. Well done. Yeah, and it's not, I mean, it happens in the very first episode, so it's not really a spoiler. So, Denise still in second place, still with control of the board.
See, I'm gonna go, let's just finish up Sucks to Be Him.
All right, Sucks to be him for 400. The answer is, he thought he could be a normal 14-year-old. His father keeps forcing him to pilot Ava Unit 1. Sucks to be him. Denise.
Who is Shinji Ikari?
Who is Shinji Ikari? Well done.
My baby, that's what he is.
Unfortunately, getting the freaking robot, Shinji. All right. All right, so that one's gone now, Denise. Where to?
How do you solve a problem like Maria for 600?
For 600, the answer
Last weekend, you
is...
didn't sing it.
Oh, I'll sing it next time.
Maria Shido is the sadistic, cross-dressing main character of this Shaft show. He continually causes problems for Kanako. Yes, Denise?
What is Maria Holic?
Maria Holic is the Maria we were after.
Oh, look at
You're
that!
200 out of
Look at
first now. There we go. Please select.
Let's do yes, that's actually their name for 400.
For 400, the answer is... Main character of this recent Gundam OAV series, Full Frontal.
There's too many Gundams.
All right, you were there at the thing, so you got a unicorn seatbelt for you as well. You weren't at the tryout? Oh, okay. Well, no seatbelt for you. I've got 2 more seatbelts left. And we have Denise with the selection, and where's it going?
Hey, that's not, that cosplay is not anime for 400.
For 400, the answer is, acquire a yellow dress, a pink wig, and some wings, and you can cosplay as Tony. Denise.
Who is Fluttershy?
And now you're in the lead. Where
Somehow. Let's go with, yes, that's actually their name for 600.
For 600, the answer is, the teenage leader of a gang of Chicago bootleggers in this anime series, Jacuzzi Splot. Denise.
What is Bakano?
Bakano is right. Well done.
I actually know this stuff in this board. We should have started with this.
Where to?
How do you solve a problem like Maria? For 800. I'll sing the whole thing for 1,000 if we get there.
We'll figure that out. For 800, the answer is, this black comedy, licensed by Media Blasters but never released in North America, features an illegal immigrant who calls herself Maria.
Oh my god.
Oh, he knows it.
Anyone who was at the tryout want to take a stab at this first before I throw it to the guy who goes, oh my god. What we got?
Who is Sayonara Setsubo Sensei?
Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei is right.
Oh!
Yeah, well done. You going to finish it off and sing it, Denise?
Yes. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you pin a cloud and pin it down? Oops, sorry. How do you find a word that means Maria? For 1,000.
Oh, right. Finishing it off, the answer is, rarely seen not wearing her habit, Maria Takayama is a 10-year-old teaching prodigy in this 2011 harem comedy. That's why it's at the bottom, folks. Alex?
Is it Lamco?
Nope. That was costly. Richard or Denise want to take a shot?
No, that's the
Heck no, says Richard and Denise. Who's got it in the audience that was at the tryout? First of all, wave your hand like you just don't care if that's you. All right, now raise